Hey everybody, it's Ruben Lowing, Monday morning here in Cypress, Texas. Well, I didn't do my walk and talk yesterday, but there's probably a reason for that. Something happened. It was pretty amazing. Yesterday at the Voice of Healing service at church, they do a long praise and worship, right? And I'm like seeing a couple young people there. They're like, you know, they're they're just having a hard time getting into the dancing around, jumping around, right? And I'm like trying to get myself stirred up. I'm trying to stimulate that love, joy, gratitude emotions, right? And I'm putting it out there to bring me something that stimulates that in me. And all of a sudden, I got this memory of when I was on the all Navy boxing team, and I'm the only white guy on the team, and we had to get there at like noon. And Dick Pettigrew, he was the coach. Dick Pettigrew was the guy that was supposed to go to the 1968 Olympics as a heavyweight, but he broke his thumb, and Joe Frazier went in his place. And he he would just talk and tell stories. A lot of times, about the fights he had with Ken Norton, and and uh, and all that. And I'm like, excuse me, when are we going to start training? And he goes, John Brownie. And I'm like, no, my name is Ruben Lowing. No. John Brownie's what you say to somebody instead of cursing at him, right? And it just made me laugh. And so I went and I told Apostle, but then I got back to my seat. I'm thinking, that what I had to do push-ups, and I couldn't remember why I did the push-ups until after I got back to my seat. And what it was is I said to Coach Pettigrew, I said, so you're thinking a curse word when you call me John Brownie. And that's why I had to do push-ups. Okay. And that was the Holy Spirit telling me that's your attitude. There's a lot of people that'll smile at you and and pretend to be nice, but in their heart they're thinking ugly thoughts about you, right? And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It's really having a true caring, what's the word I want to use? Empathetic heart, okay, toward people, no matter how they are acting toward you or what they're saying, right? So the next thing I'm watching these kids, right? There's one kid just really, his friends are like, they're almost like trying to create like a mosh pit kind of thing. They're pushing on him and trying to make him dance, right? And I'm like, come here. So you know why people are dancing? Why they're moving around like that? And he didn't know. I go, okay, so what it does, they don't know either. I said, but here's what it does scientifically, right? It stimulates your endorphins, which is a natural, your body's natural painkiller, all right? It's why marathon runners get the runner's high, right? That's what's happened. Their body's flooded with endorphins, okay, to get them through the pain, because it knows you're not stopping, so it's gonna make it easier for you, right? But that also, those endorphins stimulate the creative part of your brain. So when you hear the apostle's word, your mind will take that information and create something with it. Okay. And then the other thing is adrenaline. So adrenaline's either stimulated by fear or exuberance, right? Excitement. Okay, so what adrenaline is, there's no mass to it, it's just a hormone. It sends a signal to your brain and your body, all right, to produce certain things or act certain ways. It causes your respiration to increase, to get more oxygen in your bloodstream, so you have more oxygen to feed your muscles to go into action. It causes more your pancreas to produce more glucose to fuel your muscles, and it causes your heart to beat faster and harder to pump that blood that carries that oxygen, glucose, and other nutrients to your muscles so they can go into action. Okay, and so, but it also causes a delay in your thinking process. Okay, so instead of thinking and doing, you're going to react to what's most familiar, and that's going to be what's in your bank, in your subconscious programming. Okay, and because you'll do it faster with more power and energy. Okay, and now this morning, as I'm meditating, and that comes into my head, I'm like, you know what? when I called on the Holy Spirit, what did He do? What had happened? I got pulled. That came from my subconscious program. All right, that was already in there. You know, the that story with Dick Pettigrew, right? Okay, and I'm like, how much of when we call on the Holy Spirit are we triggering the right information to come out of our subconscious? It's already banked to utilize. Isn't that interesting? But that's another point on why you need to read the scriptures. Okay, and because that becomes part of your subconscious database. All right, that bank of programming. All right, that is going to get you where you want to go. All right, and and so am I taking God out of it with this understanding of how your subconscious engages when you call on it? Well, if God designed us, I imagine Him looking on us going, that's right, the program works. All right, have a great Monday.